What's up, boss ladies? Giselle here, and listen, we are all new Brunch with Bosses today. I am outside of Café Nítido in Audubon, New Jersey. And let me tell you, this is where Leo and his wife Ingrid from Bronx, New York came down here to open the first Dominican restaurant in the township. So I'm excited. I'm about to go in. My friend today is Judith Diaz. I am chatting with her. We are going to get into the Spanish food. She's from Say It Out Loud with JiJi, and I can't wait to share this amazing story of resilience and her business with all of you. Let's go, let's eat, because I'm hungry. Let's go. And so how did your book, your story, like just going through it, I'm like, how did it inspire her to now doing what she does?
Toxic cycles, breaking toxic cycles.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it started. I was that child that knew that something was wrong. Couldn't pinpoint it, couldn't define it because I didn't know any better, but I knew it wasn't right. And I'm not the only one out there. I'm not the only one. And this is really big in the Latino community because we got to keep quiet. We can't tell our business to no one. We have to, keep the family secrets.
Right. And that's such a Latino thing.
Yes.
That is so cultural for us, right? What happens in the house stays in the house. Nobody can talk about it. And then when you start digging, God forbid, right? But you start digging and you start saying, wait a minute, why did this and why did that? You ask questions and they're not welcome. They're not welcome.
They're not welcome. And I was that child. Questioned every single thing. And when I started being in any kind of relationship, I saw myself being very damaging.
Right.
And I knew something had to change. I was tired of making the same mistakes over and over.
Yeah.
Haciendo lo mismo errores, ahí sigue. And it's like I was hurting myself. And somewhere in there had to stop. Because since I was a little girl, I've been hurt from my father.
Right.
It was, girls see their dad as, their true heroes, right?
Yeah.
They're heroes. When they say, comes Father's Day, daddy's my hero, I can't say that. I have some family members, but there's certain boundaries that you have to set for yourself in order to leave the healthy legacy.
Exactly. Because that's what we're doing and that's what we're focused on. And I think that people get it confused, right? So we get it confused because the Bible says you honor your mother and your father so that you may live long in the land. But I think we confuse sometimes honor with obligation, right? And so I'm not obligated to continuously be in your life, be around you, let me forfeit this event for my business because I'm over here with this family function. I think that honor is holding weight, right? So you hold weight. I value you and your presence and who you were in my life, right? But now I have to honor who the people that I have to make sure they are good for generations to come, right? Because that's our first ministry. Otherwise, we are dishonoring God.
Yes.
And God can't come before anybody.
Nope. And I am on God's path.
Amen.
So setting healthy boundaries is being on God's path. Loving people from a distance is being in God's path.
Yeah.
I lived my life making my own choices, and look how that worked out. A great book, though. But look how that worked out. But this version of me, God first, second, and third, and then my family and my kids.
Whew. Well, let's get ready because we're getting into this food now.
Yes, absolutely.
Dios mío.
Mira qué rico. No, está riquísimo.
Me encantan los maduros.
A mí también.
They are when I tell you they are my favorite. Y este arroz blanco. I feel like tenemos que tener arroz con todo.
Sí. Y it's like the salty and the sweet. Como el salado y el dulce a la misma vez. Riquísimo.
There's no better food than Spanish food. I'm so sorry. Oh, no.
Mira esto.
What is, because we get into business for the passion, right? What is like the most fulfilling part in what you do? What is the most fulfilling part about everything that encompasses Say It Out Loud with JiJi?
When you see people making the change and not being afraid because they know how to set healthy boundaries. They know how to, start healing, start facing that pain that they went through, and start holding themselves accountable for for the responsibility that it's not their parents' job to forgive them, or their friend's job, or that family member that hurt you, or anything else. And always introducing God, our creator.
Yes.
And I am led by him. I'm done trying to make decisions on my own, finding my way back to JiJi says that enough, right? I'm done. I don't want it. Guide me. Tell me.
Yeah.
I've learned how to listen.
Yeah.
Listen to his voice and know, and I own my mistakes and I live by them. I don't allow anyone to throw my mistakes in my face, because they're my lesson learned. What are you talking about? They're my lesson learned.
Yeah.
So I learned from them, and I learned that I needed a spiritual guidance behind there, because there was a point in my life where I lost faith. I was so angry at God. I was so angry. I was suicidal. I didn't want to live. I didn't want none of it, because of the pain and everything I've been through and having to do that. But I've learned that I was chosen. I was chosen.
Good.
So while I had a whole line of people rejecting me, God chose me.
Amen.
And how is that not? So I listened to him, like, okay.
Yeah.
And my success is because of him. And it's,
thinking about, our stories, right? And us, Latina women, right? Entrepreneurs. One of the things that's so special to me that I really, it's important. Like my daughter, right? She comes to me at events. She comes with me to events, and, she sees me speaking. She sees the things that I do, even with the book and everything. I think one of the things that's really close to my heart, JiJi, is making sure that the next generation of Latinas take the baton and just take it even further, right? Like I always say, my daughter is a much better version of me than when I was her age. She's a million times better. And my thing for me is always setting that example for them that you can do this and greater, right? Because right?
Yep.
And that's so important to me. Important.
To me, it's just knowing that they have the possibility of, right?
Yeah.
That they could do that. They could be the CEO. They could be the entrepreneur they want to be, and you could be authentic.
Yeah.
You could make it your own.
Right.
Make it your own and make the change and change lives and do, because I have this business. I don't know if my kids are going to be interested, or probably not. They have their own path, but I want them to know that they could do it. Whatever it is, you could do it. You could live a healthier life. You could heal from anything that has wounded you. It doesn't matter whether it's a friend, coworker, even myself. I am no exception to that.
Everybody has their audience, right? I truly believe that God has people who are assigned to us. And I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for me, right? You're not for everybody. Everybody's not for you. But you have people who, when they hear JiJi, they're like, oh my gosh, right? Like I needed this. I need her in my life. I need her coaching. I need the personal development that she offers. I need to hear more from her. And there's people who listen to me, right? And they're like, you said, I need to hear what she has to say, right? And I love that you're like, yes, this is the foundation. God is the foundation. This is what we do. This is structure. But you bring you into it. You bring you into it and make your impact into human flourishing, into the world. Absolutely.
You are your own promotion.
Yeah.
I am my own promotion. Because nobody could tell our story like we can, because we lived it. We know what it took. We know our healing process. So we are our own promotion.
Whew, that's amazing. You are so, let me tell you, you're a baddie.
And so are you.
So I just adore listening to you. I'm so grateful. I really am. I'm grateful to call you my friend, mi hermana, mi amiga. Always. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much. And thank you for having lunch with me.
Absolutely.
That's
And what's
amazing.
coming next? 2025 front cover magazine. You said okay.
That's where I'm at. That's right. That's my space.
Okay. And that's what we do. And that's what Say It Out Loud, JiJi. Thank you.
Man,
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
I love you.
you.
I
Thank
love you so
you.
much. Whew. Lord, guys, I am so full. Let me tell you, you know how us Latinos do with our rice and our beans. But you know what else I'm full of? I am full of inspiration and hope for the next generation. Everything that my friend JiJi shared with us today, and just about breaking the generational boundaries and the curses in the Latino culture, those cultural norms, we're breaking them, and she absolutely shared all of it. I hope you were as inspired as I was listening to my friend JiJi. Listen, make sure that you like and subscribe to B3 Media TV on YouTube so that you can catch all the episodes of Brunch with Bosses. Make sure you catch the next one when I sit with another boss lady friend of mine. Until then, I will see you soon. Bye, bosses. Hey family, Giselle Quintanilla here of B3 Media TV. And listen, I am so excited. I just launched my newest book, The Pain Plan, the blueprint for healing from emotional grief in marriage, separation, and divorce. Listen, this book right here, we all know somebody who is struggling through a broken marriage, who is sitting in the uncertainty of separation, or who is dealing with the residue of emotional hurt after divorce. And we need to heal, because healing is the only way that we're going to be able to operate in our purpose. So I am super passionate about helping people heal through their emotional grief and deal with their triggers and confront those things that we don't want to confront, so that we can stop bleeding over people who had nothing to do with our wounds. The Pain Plan is not just my story of what I dealt with separation and divorce, but it is also the key and the roadmap to practical tools that are going to help people heal so they can move on to their next, so they can live the abundant life, the purpose-filled life, the life that we were created to live. So listen, The Pain Plan is available right now on Amazon. So you want to go and get this book. And if it's not for you, I know you know somebody who needs a beacon of hope, somebody who needs to heal. And so that person, listen, you love them, get this book for them. Help them heal so they can move on to their next. Make sure you like, subscribe, B3 Media TV on YouTube, and we'll see you soon.
Celebrate women's empowerment on B3 Media TV and tune in for inspiring stories, thought-provoking discussions, and relatable content that showcases the strength and achievements of brilliant, brave, and bodacious women everywhere. We are B3 Media TV.